Hello everyone, and welcome back to Raven Brooks. You are watching the Hello Neighbor Show, Season 2, Episode 1. Yesterday we got a load of new Hello Neighbor 2 news, including an exclusive beta and a new trailer for the game, new game mechanics, new characters, and even new lore, so let's get straight into this. So starting off with the new trailer, the first few frames we get are of the guest or visitor, which tinyBuild still hasn't made up their minds on. Go guest! We see him breaking down a door. This scene is very reminiscent of Hello Guest Alpha 1, where the guest also breaks down a door, but it is completely revised and looks way better. We then get a few shots of Quentin driving into town, and the Golden Apple Amusement Park just peeking over the hill, and then we see a completely redesigned Raven Brooks. We only get a few frames of this scene, but from what it looks like, we have a restaurant in the bottom left, across the street from the radio station, where Quentin will have his home base, similar to Nikki Roth's house in the first game. We then see a few frames of the neighbor's new house, which is a large red mansion. We have definitely seen a lot of different revisions of the neighbor's house, by the way. First, it was the original house, then it was the blue house, and now it's this house. Now, whether the blue house will actually make it into the game is yet to be decided, but we definitely know that the original house will be in the game, because in the next shot we see Mr. Peterson's old house with cops around the premises, further solidifying the theory that Mr. Peterson will be hiding in this new game in the red house. And look, there's me. We then see a bulletin board with the image of a man telling his daughter to go upstairs. On first glance, this kind of seems like a reference to Mr. Peterson telling Maya to go to her room, but the man in the photo is clearly not him, and the girl in the picture is holding a white rabbit doll, which is in opposition of Maya's signature mom doll. So who is this mystery character then? Could be the man in the hat, as this man has glasses, long nose, and small ears, but for now we don't know his identity. And for all we know, he could just be a filler character. We then see another peek at Mr. Peterson's new house before seeing another new character who seems to be bent on shooting birds. We even see a gun, which we can pick up later. I'm sure that this guy will definitely come in handy when tracking the guest. A few more frames of Mr. Peterson's house later, and then we see Music Man, as I will refer to him for now. He lives in a pearl white house with a dog who we see be used as a neat feature or a fun distraction, before seeing shots of inside Mr. Peterson's undercover house. Might I say that your computer must be an absolute beast to run this game. I mean, seriously, look at it. We see a few puzzles before seeing the familiar scene of Mr. Peterson working on his car, and then he catches the player in his attic. It is then revealed a release date for an exclusive beta, which is April 7th, so mark your calendars, everybody. So what does this all mean? Well, piece by piece, I think we're finally understanding how the core game will actually work. It will most likely be split up into 3 acts like the first game. The first act is exploring Raven Brooks and investigating Mr. Peterson's original house. We then call the police, and in the second act, we're trying to track down Mr. Peterson, who's gone into hiding, and we interrogate a few of the townsfolk, or break into their house. The third act is breaking into Mr. Peterson's new house and discovering his secret, while the guest starts to settle into Mr. Peterson's old abandoned house. I can't wait until we get to play it, but for now we just have to wait for a really long time. I will see you guys in the next one, which hopefully won't be in like 4 months, because I don't like to wait. It's very boring. But yeah, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you all later. Peace.